Let me know if any of what I'm about to say actually applies to you and sounds familiar. So you wake up, you open up YouTube, you start to watch how to change your life, how to become better, how to actually radically transform your own life 180 degrees to the point that you will look at your old life and be astonished that you lived that life. But afterwards, you start to face the day-to-day activities and the day-to-day circumstances and the day-to-day events. And all of a sudden, you feel bad about yourself. You feel bad because what you imagined isn't in front of your own eyes. And you start to doubt. And you start to say to yourself, am I doing something wrong? Maybe I need to find another technique to apply, or another video to watch, or another book to read. But the reality of it is, you don't need any of that. All you need to do is know that this physical reality is just a mirror. Sometimes when you smile, it will smile back, but not in the exact same moment. Why? Because this physical reality is a bit dense. What I mean by that is there is sometimes a time lag that will happen that will actually make you feel that everything is not changing. But all of a sudden, if you persist and you continue to smile in front of that mirror, it will change just like that without even you realizing what is going on. Like all of a sudden, everything will change. And this is the secret to it all, to persist in smiling in front of that mirror. Continue to smile. Circumstances don't matter. Only your state of being matters. All you need to do is actually be in the state that you wish to be, to become that man that you wish to be. When Neville Goddard went to Abdullah and said to him that he wants to go to Barbados, he was in New York and he wanted to go back to Barbados after 12 years of being away. Abdullah told him, sleep as if you are in Barbados. Walk in the streets of New York as they were the streets of Barbados. Act as if you are already there. And Neville heard what he said and applied it. But in the beginning, nothing changed. So he went back to Abdullah. And guess what? Abdullah told him, you are in Barbados. Neville is telling him, nothing happened. A week passed by, nothing happened. I want to go to Barbados. And Abdullah told him, how are you going to go to Barbados when you are already in Barbados? This is how you should be like. You should know that it is done. Abdullah was rude to Neville in a way, but this is the only way to teach him. This is why I get frustrated when I see people angry when I tell you something that will make you like get shaking up. Because I'm telling you the truth that you have what you want. Your failure to believe that you have it is the reason that it doesn't happen. This is the only reason. If you persist enough that it's done, then the physical reality got no choice but to give it back to you, to give back what you imagined. It will be in front of your own eyes. You gotta believe it to see it, not the opposite. And this is why I'm telling you, I don't like the law of attraction community. I really don't. On contrary, I love the law of assumption community and not all of them. Why? Because sometimes they are so bad at telling you what to do. They would tell you don't feel any bad emotion. And I guess this is one of the worst advice that you can give to anyone. I'm telling you to observe the bad circumstance in front of you, but not react to it. When you deny something, you invalidate it. And when you invalidate what you don't like, it will persist until you validate it. You can validate it and let it pass by. But they tell you not to even validate it. And this is one of the worst advice ever. This is the worst advice that you can ever take. You should validate everything, but choose what you prefer. Because remember, we in a world of polarities. Positive, negative, up, down. Without this, you won't know this. Without being sad, you won't even know what happiness is. When you look at things this way, you will realize that most of the law of attraction, like community and all of these people in that community, are trying to force an idea that you shouldn't look at any bad things when it happens to you. In my opinion, and again, this is my opinion, take it or leave it, I think you should validate the thing that you don't want in order to get what you want. Because by that, you are not fighting against the very nature of this creation. You are validating the thing that you don't like, but you are choosing the thing that you like. So there is no resistance. Unlike when you invalidate that thing, it will persist until you validate it. Like, hey, look at me. I'm here. Validate me. This is how it works. Like, go and say, yeah, I validate you, but I choose this one. Well, okay. It will just go away. Because remember, when you are choosing something, you are actually becoming in resonance with it. So when you are trying not to focus on this thing, you will focus on it. Why? Because if I tell you right now, don't think of a pink elephant, you will think of a pink elephant. But if I told you that there is a pink elephant down the road, but you can choose another road, you will validate the existence of that road, but you will choose another road. This is how it works. Sometimes you need to know that in order for you to choose the thing that you want, you gotta know what you don't want. So if anything bad happens to you, look at it from a different perspective. Look at it like this thing is benefiting me in some way. At the very least, if I don't like this, at least now I know that I like the opposite of it. And once you realize that, you won't be dependent on the outer circumstances to dictate your inner mood, your state of being. You will actually choose the state of being that you want, and whatever happens, happens, because you know what you prefer. You know why I actually made my ebook and it wasn't actually meant to be published? Because I was just like you. I was going from one technique to another, one book to another. Some of these books were 700 pages, and from one lecture to another, from one podcast to another, just to get all the info that I thought I need to shape my reality, to get into the feeling of the wish fulfilled. But then I was telling myself, like, this is enough. Enough is enough. I should actually do something about that. So I started to gather all the techniques, all the things that will actually help me to become better at controlling my thoughts and my feelings and my emotions and my attention. I gathered all that to myself. But afterwards, I started to realize a lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are in the same loop, trying to break away from that loop, trying to break that loop and go places and be the person they want to be that guy, that girl that they want to be that champion or that artist or that businessman or whatever. They want to be like that. So I should not be selfish and I should publish that. And I did. And let me tell you something. I'm glad I did, because I feel like the effort that I've put to make this actually was worth the effort. It was worth it. All the effort that went into that book was very worth it. Why? Because I get a lot of emails telling me that the book helped them. Only a 26-page book got all the answers? I told them yes, because this was meant for me. And when I made it for myself, I started to realize that if I helped everyone around me, they will actually be so content, and by resonance, when they are happy, I will be happy. By resonance, when I am happy doing the thing that I love, and they are happy doing the things that they love, and they are happy that they find everything that they want in that book, we both will affect each other by resonance. Because remember, we are all connected. And when you are happy because of someone else's work, that person that made that work will be happy too. So we are actually helping each other out. And this is the key, guys. If you can help someone today, do it. This is increasing the BG3 energy in your body, or the centering energy in your body. This energy will actually balance all your planes of nature, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, vitally, all the emotions, all the feelings that you get, all the mental thoughts that you get, all the physical feelings in your body. All that will be balanced. Why? Because you are helping somebody else. Because we are all connected. You are bringing BG3 into your body. You are bringing the central energy into your body. So imagine that you were born as a circle, and then the environment made you like this, like the polarities are all messed up. And now you found the center again, that BG3 energy, by doing the right thing, by doing things that you love, by following your highest excitement. And at the same time, you are helping people. So you'll go back to being a circle, a perfect circle with a center that is balancing the polarities. So that's my message for you today. That's my message. Because when I experienced things like that, when I experienced acting on my highest passion and becoming so immersed in the feeling of those fulfilled regardless of anything around me, this was when the shift happened. You would look back and you'll be astonished that you lived your past life like 2 months ago. This was you, right? And now you are a completely different person. You are a new person, a new man, a new woman, because you followed your passion. You are doing the thing that you love. You are not listening to any haters. You are not trying to prove them wrong, but you are not actually trying to prove them right either. You're just watching them passing by, just as a cloud. If you identify with what they are saying to you, then you will be stuck. Make sure that you see yourself the way you want to see yourself. For example, if you are wearing a blue shirt and someone comes to you and say, I hate red, and I hate anybody who's wearing red. I hate that you are wearing it. You'll be like, this guy is crazy. I'm not wearing red. So you'll not be identifying with what he's saying. You'll just go on. I'm wearing blue. Maybe he's colorblind. It doesn't matter, because it doesn't define you. So whatever you are doing, focus on you and your conception of yourself only. So that's it for today's video. I hope you find it helpful. If you just subscribe to the channel, like to reach more people because many people need to hear this message, comment down below what you think and what do you want to see next. Check out the ebook in the description box. And until next video, I'll see you soon.